Cody No Love Garbrandt defeats former champion Dominick Cruz in a sensational fight. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more fighting. Now I got to check the main event, Ronda Rousey versus Amanda Nunes, see how she looks in her return. I want to give my post-fight on this. First of all, shout out to two brilliant warriors. I thought it was a very good fight, and it was a championship level fight. People didn't know how Garbrandt would perform based on he's never fought at quite this level. And this was a big step up in class. Dominick Cruz, he does a lot well. Shout out to the 916 Sacramento. As you guys know, I'm from Northern California, NorCal all day. And so is Garbrandt. So this was a great win. He won via unanimous decision. I was actually worried to see if they would try to rob him. Sometimes it gets fishy and hairy when there's a champion and it was a competitive fight. But I definitely thought, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I was doing a round by round and definitely thought the right man won. But you never know. You never know how people see fights, competitive fights. Some people maybe are more lenient in certain rounds because someone was a champion, things of that sort. But definitely the right man won. And scorecards, a couple of them were pretty close. The way I had it, I had rounds 1, 3, 4, for Cody Garbrandt, and 5 was kind of a swing round where you could have given it to either guy, but most people probably would have gave round 2 and 5 to the champion. I think that's fair. But this was a good performance, man. I thought round 1, to see Garbrandt very composed, cool, calm, and collected. There was some trash talking in there. It looked like the guys didn't like each other because they were swinging for the fences, throwing some haymakers in there. But I gave it to Garbrandt. I thought he had good accuracy. He had a takedown towards the end of the round, and overall he was the better. He just did the better work to me, and I thought he was looking good. There was in round 1, Cruz, the champion, he started backing straight up, and he was getting caught with rights, and he didn't really have a solid answer for it. But throughout the fight, I'm just giving you my take on it. But throughout the fight, it was pretty competitive. Certain rounds were dominant in my opinion, but it was definitely a fun fight. I thought Cruz did a lot better in round 2. He kind of found his rhythm, and I gave him that particular round for sure because I thought he landed a really good shot that stunned Cody midway through. It was very competitive. The last 10 seconds, they had a shootout, and both guys were trying to assert themselves. But in round 3, this is where everything started to change. Cruz, the champion, got hit with a headbutt, and he started leaking. He was bleeding. And Cody Garbrandt, what I liked about him is for not having fought this level of competition, a competitor like Cruz, he was very cool, calm, and collected. He didn't just headhunt. He didn't abandon his game plan like, oh, he's bleeding, yes. And he was educated in his attack. He wasn't just making foolish mistakes that a champion would be able to capitalize on. And in fact, it was actually the other way around. I thought the champion, Dominick Cruz, he actually became a little bit more frantic when he started bleeding, and he started to go away with his game plan to me. And I thought he needed to settle in and slow it up a touch in that round 3. It looked like he was like doing a little bit too much. But Cruz, he's awkward. He's a champion. I give him a lot of credit because he did show an immense amount of heart. He was hurt in the following round. I just gave it to round 3 to Garbrandt because I thought he was landing the better 1-2s. So I thought round 3 was clearly a Garbrandt round. He did some showboating, some dancing, and I just thought overall for a challenger, he did really good, and he didn't really seem like, it seemed like the Freaky Friday, like the roles reversed. The champion seemed a little bit more rushed in his attack, and you seen Cody, he just seemed pretty collected. And I think it was round 3 or 4, I don't remember, Garbrandt, he started doing the robot. He started dancing literally in the center of the cage in the octagon. He started dancing when Cruz missed wildly, and that's kind of what I'm talking about Cruz. He just seemed like he was doing too much instead of sticking to the game plan. And it's just things like that people score. Like, you're missing wildly and he's mocking you and he's showboating, and he did this throughout the fight. He's trash talking. There was a couple of points in the fight where Cruz would miss, and then he would shake, Cody would shake his hand, his finger, like his index finger, like tisk, 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 like, you fucked up, you look stupid, you know what I mean? So I just, overall, I don't think that was a good look. and people score stuff like that. I was really impressed with Garbrandt's upper body movement and his footwork. He showed just a better technique stand-up for a guy as awkward as Cruz, who was launching his attack and he was trying to do some spinning back fist. I thought Garbrandt showed a really good, educated, and controlled stance, and his upper body movement, his head movement was really on point tonight because he didn't get hit with any silly shit really. So I thought it was a good round for round 4. Oh, actually, round 4 was a Garbrandt round again. He was beating Cruz at his own game, and he had 2 or 3 knockdowns in that particular round where Cruz, the champion, was definitely hurt, noticeably hurt. I'm actually surprised Cruz, this is kind of a testament to his heart, like I was saying. In round 4, when he got dropped the first time, he recovered pretty quick, and he got dropped hard, and it looked like he recovered pretty fast. So he did show heart, the heart of a champion. He just was getting outclassed. But round 4 was, to me, a 10-8 round, a definitive round. There's 2 to 3 knockdowns, and Garbrandt was controlling the tempo. He was calm. He was pot-shotting, hitting him with the 1s and 2s. Round 5, the final championship round, I thought it was a swing round. I think Garbrandt kind of let off the gas. He knew he had the fight in the bag, so to speak. So he was just doing enough to make it somewhat competitive and not make any dumb mistakes, because Cruz was the one desperate and he knew he needed a knockout most likely to win the fight. So he was just trying to stay out of danger and stay out of trouble of, making a last minute mistake and having the fight stripped away from him. But most people maybe gave Cruz that round, but overall I was really impressed with Garbrandt. I thought he was just doing a lot of good stuff in there, like his stand-up game. And this whole fight was fought standing up, which was exciting too. There was not a bunch of like tussling and like grappling on the ground. You didn't really see any ground and pound, anything like that. There was like 1 takedown, I think. So it was definitely a fun fight. I think this fight, I haven't seen the main event, obviously. I'm going to get to that right now, but definitely the type of fight to steal the main event. We'll see what Amanda Nunes and Ronda Rousey are talking about coming up. Let me know what you guys think. What's next for the new champion and the new Cody Garbrandt, and what's up with Dominick Cruz? He just got called out by Dillashaw, but now it doesn't even matter because he's no longer the champion, but maybe they can make that fight anyway. Rematch. Let me know what you guys think. Drop in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.